as part of the MIAA Division III South Softball Tournament, which features the 12th ranked Warriors of Coyle Cassidy High School against the number 4 ranked Abington Green Wave. Please direct your attention to the field for the introduction of the players and coaches of our playoff teams. First, please welcome the head coach of the Coyle Cassidy Warriors, Chris Pabst, his assistant coaches, John O'Leary and Bill Pabst. Also welcome Athletic Director, Kate Lapierre. The reserves for the Warriors, number 32, Caroline Eldridge. Number 36, Diana Jean-Baptiste. Number 37, Cameron Medeiros. And the starting lineup today for the Warriors. At shortstop, number 26, Mina Pabst. The center fielder, number 4, Julia Bonacci. Pitching, number 10, Sarah Ribello. At first base, number 27, Sadie Fuller. At third base, number 33, Sarah Duarte. Behind the plate at catcher, number 31, Alyssa Mellon. At second base, number 28, McKenna Mangut. The designated player, number 34, Sam O'Leary. In left field, number 20, Maggie Pabst. And in right field, number 23, Victoria Reed. And now, please join me in welcoming the players and coaches from the Abington High School Green Wave softball team. Please welcome the head coach of Abington Green Wave softball, Kelsey Cheney, with assistant coaches, Kristen Reardon and Dan Cheney. The reserves today for the Green Wave, number 4, Lily Jackson. Number 6, Chrissy Williams. And the starting lineup for the Green Wave, in center field, number 2, Lauren Kelleher. At shortstop, number 23, Vicky Seppala. At first base, number 24, Jordan Needle. The catcher, number 5, Corin Mahan. At second base, number 3, Mackenzie Bailey. On the mound for the Green Wave, the pitcher, number 10, Casey Strobel. In right field, number 9, Criselda Burke. The designated player, number 34, Megan McCann. In left field, number 25, Victoria Becker. And at third base, number 1, Mackenzie Cahill. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you now please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the quarterfinal game for the MIAA Softball Southern Division.
The Scholastic Athletic Association is committed to good sportsmanship, citizenship, and responsibility to trademarks of high school activities. Your display of good sportsmanship today during today's game will help encourage America's youth to accept the responsibility which freedom demands. We thank you for your continued support of the student athletes from Coyle, Cassidy, and Abington High School.
What he said. But welcome to the MIAA quarterfinals game for softball here at the fields at Beaverbrook Elementary School in Abington, Massachusetts. We're here watching Abington play Coyle Cassidy High School. This is Abington's second game. Well, it's presumably both their second game. But Abington's coming off of a strong win against Sacred Heart softball on Thursday or Friday. The days just blur together. They came off of a strong 17/20 to nothing. And so let's see if Abington can repeat that against Coyle Cassidy. I don't remember the seed number for Coyle Cassidy.
Number 26, the shortstop, Mina Paps.
But it's a great day for some softball, or any sport really. It's one strike right off the bat to start off the game. It's a beautiful day out here. Not a cloud in the sky. It's like 70s, low 80s maybe. Another strike. Kate Strobel's starting off strong. At least I believe she's pitching. I don't know any of these people. And a hit out towards right field. Over the fence. That's a foul. It's a little bit hard to, get the camera to follow. It's bright out here. Got a lot of glare. Kind of just looking at a reflection of the camera itself on this screen. And that's a quick out for Abington after a grounder towards left field.
Now batting is center fielder number 4, Julia Bonacci.
Got number 4, Julia Bonacci. I think that's how it's pronounced. I didn't really hear it. But Sean Riley once again commentating over there. That's his voice you heard in the beginning. You'll hear his voice interstitially. I don't know if that's the right word. Interspersed throughout the rest of this game. But mostly going to be left with my sultry tones. My name's Chris Burgess, out here filming for Abington Cam. Yeah. I don't know how else to introduce it. Anyway, we got 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Nothing to nothing. The top of the first inning here in Abington, Massachusetts. 3 balls. 1 was a little high. I don't know if that really came through on the camera. But you can trust me. I would never steer you guys wrong. At least intentionally. And that was a walk. Coyle Cassidy now is a runner on first.
Now batting the pitcher, number 10, Sarah Robello.
Sarah Robello, number 10, the pitcher for CC, as I might just call him. It's a little bit cleaner. That was a low one, and that was a ball. His headphones are too short. It's nice because I can hear myself, but I only got about a foot to go back, so I can't do my usual roaming around the camera. That's fine. I'll just suffer. But it's a beautiful day out here for sports. We got this game going on. Sox are playing at Fenway. I don't remember who they're playing, but I know they're playing someone. 2 of my friends are there, I think. Last I checked. Anyway, we got 3 balls, 1 strike. Full count now. Only 1 out though. Not as tense as, you know, a 3-2-2 situation, but. And she hits one out towards the left fielder. It's allowed her a single. So yeah, runners on first and second. It took me a second to remember. I mean, third base is left field, so I'm looking at it the reverse way. It's my right. It's everyone else's left, so got to do that quick math. Not math, I don't know. That quick conversion in my head. Remember that, I don't know. Where am I going with this? It's second strike. Second strike. This might not end well for. And one in between the shortstop's legs, out to the center fielder, who then just barely gets it to, or just barely misses. Runner got home before the ball got there. It was safe. That's a run. 1-0. Coyle Cassidy. I forget how I was trying to say that, but just barely missed the window to get her out. It was a close one. It was intense. Just get one of those remote controls so I can just stand here and move the camera and not knock my headphones out, which I just did. I mean, do I really need to hear myself? Do I really want to hear the sound of my own voice that badly? I don't think I need the headphones. That's it's a second strike. Here in the top of the first. Abington versus Coyle Cassidy. CC leads 1-0. I think I'm saying that right. And that looked like a ball, and it was. Just giving you guys the facts. Everything you need to know. Jesus. And that's a foul ball out towards left field. Nearly killing some of the fans on the bleachers. Saw my life flash before my eyes. That one, I'm sure, is worth for other people. Really an impressive hit. Got some speed coming over this way. Barely a time to process it. Anyway, it's a foul ball out towards third base. Landed mere inches from me. Fascinating stuff, I know. It's great television. And another foul ball out towards the fans. Didn't realize they were that mad at us. Do I count as a fan? I'm media. I don't know. I guess I'm a fan. I don't know. Whatever. Holy. Can't swear. This is family television, but that one was close. That one was real close to me, and more importantly, the camera. There we go. That's in the field. Somehow that was safe. Third base there. Bases loaded for number something, 31? 31. Alyssa Mellon, number 31. We got the bases loaded, 1 out, 1-0. CC in the lead. Both teams playing hard today. Abington seeming to carry some of that momentum they had against Sacred Heart, that energy. Especially Strobel, throwing some good pitches. It's all the deep analysis I got. I should get a softball expert over here, but I only got one mic, so. And clearly you guys want to hear my voice. So, and strike. It's one strike. Fascinating insight, I know, but. And a foul tip out towards the parking lot, right behind her. It's only a matter of time before my car gets slammed with a softball or a baseball. I don't want to jinx it, but they're getting closer and closer, so we'll see. Knock on wood, but I'm not going to say anything because I'm not going to jinx it because then I'm going to get hit with a softball. Strike two. Or strike three. My bad. That's an out. It's 2 outs here at the top of the first. Abington versus Coyle Cassidy. Quarterfinal softball game for the South or Southeastern Division. Don't remember off the top of my head what it was. And runner stealing home gives Coyle Cassidy another run. That's 2-0. Coyle Cassidy. Now we got runners on second and third. And number 28's up at bat. A high one up over her head. That's a ball. And the ball's hit out towards the left field, and that's another run for Double C. That's 3-0. Coyle Cassidy currently in the lead at the top of the first here. It always gets quiet, like when I say something like that, and I feel weird. I guess I shouldn't, because it's being recorded anyway, but like, I don't know, other people hear it. It's weird. Runners on first and third. Sorry, I was yawning there. 2 low pitches in a row. That's 2 balls. Apologies for that. Had a frog in my throat. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. 3-0. Coyle Cassidy. Top of the first. Strike 1. And that's a foul out along the third baseline. I can just use baselines. I don't know why I keep trying to say field. Oh, it's the first baseline, third baseline. It took me like 4 games of doing this to figure that out, rather than having to think about lefts and rights. Strike 2. 3? Strike 3? All right, yeah, strike 3. 3 outs, bringing us to the bottom of the first. Can Abington take the lead? Can they, will they? We don't know. There's only one way to find out, and that's to keep your eyes tuned to Abington Cam to find out. Or like to YouTube or whatever you're watching this on. Or if you're here, live. Just keep looking at the field. I'm gonna do some research so I don't sound like an idiot. Get some statistics. Since this is a tournament game, people are gonna be watching it all over. So gonna be slightly more professional. You're not gonna get my usual loose style of commentary. Although you might, you know? You could. Trying to get to the MIAA website so I can tournament format. That's league standard. This is really great television. Just a bunch of dead air while someone looks at their phone. And we're in the bottom of the first. I'm still looking for my information from the MIA website. Lauren Kelleher's up first, number 2 for Abington. Starting it off with the ball. It's 2 balls. I apologize. I was on the still on the website looking for statistics so that you guys can get a more factual commentary from me. But hasn't happened yet. Anyway, it's 2 balls, 1 strike. It's 2-2 now, I believe. Yep. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. 3-0, Coyle Cassidy in the lead. Bottom of the first. Just doing that in case anyone tunes in. And that's an out. A bunt attempt that looked like might have been a tip.
Number 23, Vicky Sepala.
Vicky Sepala's up next. Number 23 for Abington. It's a great turnout today. That's a quick strike. But yeah, we got a great turnout today here by Beaverbrook Elementary School. Fans lining both the stands, although the Coyle Cassidy fans seem to prefer being behind the bleachers as opposed to on them. Interesting choice, but who am I to judge? It's 1-1-1 now. And a pop towards first base. Apparently a foul. Or an out. Nope, just a foul. Yep. 1 ball, 2 strikes currently. And that's a foul tip out to the parking lot. Hopefully no damage was done to anyone's car. I don't know, could you sue for that? Be like, hey, listen, you slammed a softball into my 2012 Kia Sorento. And that's an out at first base.
Yeah, Jordan!
It's 2 outs currently.
First baseman, number 24, Jordan Needle.
Jordan Needle's up next, first baseman, basewoman, I don't know. I don't know the correct term. Number 24 for Abington. feel like I make that, or I say that basewoman thing every time, every game. Is it funny? Let me know. Send a carrier pigeon to my house, letting me know whether that is funny, or insightful, or entertaining, or whatever. Jordan's safe at first, after a hit towards center field. Corin Mahan next. Bleachers full of Corin fans, apparently. Fouled start off down the third baseline. We got a runner on first. It's up to Jordan to bring her home. Sitting here playing with an XLR cord. Those, idle hands, I guess. And Corin hits one out towards center field. Up against the fence. An error dropped by the center fielder. But that brings a run home for Abington, making it 3-1. We got a runner on second. You got a pinch runner, designated runner on
Now batting to the green wave, the second baseman, number 3, Mackenzie Bailey.
Mackenzie's Bailey. Wow, I just had a minor stroke there, I think. Mackenzie Bailey's up next for Abington. And a hush falls over the crowd. And then it picks back up. Both sides getting pretty rowdy over here. Strike right down the middle. Nice arc to it, but it's 0-1, 2 outs. Currently, it's 2 strikes now. Seen a lot of tents. Well, not a lot, like 2, but some tents and umbrellas here at the game. I kind of wish I had that, at least for the camera, so I could see the screen, so I know what I'm looking at. Strike 3. That's 3 outs. That'll bring us to the top of the second. It's 3-1 Coyle Cassidy in the lead. And, yeah. That's what we got. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can find those statistics again. About how the last game went or something. But, this just says where they are. This doesn't say what is going on. So, oh my God. Less than stellar design of a website there, MIAA. Right, what fascinating commentary for you guys. Field set for MIAA. So.
Leading off for the Warriors, number 20, left fielder Maggie Pabst.
Anyway, we're at the top of the second now. I have come no closer to finding any statistics. It's a strike right off the bat. But I've come no closer to becoming a better commentator this game. Having statistics and facts and numbers. And that's pop fly out towards center field and an out for Abington, or for Coyle. When you say 4, does that mean who got it, or? Does that mean who got it or who caused it?
26, Nina Pabst.
I don't know. I don't know which one you say, so I'm just gonna say what I want. This is America. You can't stop me. Every time I make a dumb joke, it gets quiet. Then everyone hears it. I feel like a dang fool. I feel like Bozo the Clown over here. And that's one strike, one ball, one out. Look like there's another ball. My voice keeps cracking. Puberty's going great, by the way, guys. Second strike. It's 2-2 currently, and one out. But do you say that? You think I'd not seen quite a few baseball games on TV in my time, so you think I would know how the commentators do what they do, but once you need that information, you can't have. Your brain's just like. Anyway, during that diatribe, they got a runner on first. Straight down the middle. First strike. I'm smelling some of the Snack Shack food. It's got me hungry. Starving over here. But I'm not going to abandon my post. Because my number one job is to entertain you guys. That's why I get paid the big bucks. Well, entertain or inform. But I don't know. I don't know if I do either of those. Doing these commentaries. Let me know. Is this edutaining for you guys? I think that's the worst kind of phrase. Anyway, I got 3 strike. Nope, 3 balls. 1 strike, 1 out. Silly. If it was 3 strikes, they'd be out. And we got an out at first. Runner made it second, though, so we got a runner on second. No one on first or third, but that's implied. Sarah Rebello's back up for Coyle Cassidy. I don't remember the name of their team, so and the shortstop picks up a grounder for an out at first, closing this half of the inning, bringing us to the bottom of the second. Yeah. Red South. There we go. There we go. Findings. Finding the information I need was some of it. Abington defeated Sacred Heart the other day, 17-0. At least that's what it says on the website. Coyle Cassidy took down Norfolk County. I don't know when that game took place. But they won 12-5. Nope. Score's not reported for that one. So they were 12 seed versus 5 seed. Abington's the number 4 seed. Coyle's 12. Let's go into CC's stats. See what we can find. I'll do Abington later, 'cause I'm doing it. Casey Strobel's up first. I guess I should do Abington while they are up. And it's a ball right there. Abington with an 18-3 record, I believe. And Casey hit one out to right field. His grounder picked up by the second baseman, and she was out at first.
Batting right fielder, number 9, Griselda Burke.
18-3 for Abington. That's their what do you call it? Record for overall. 11-1 for the league. Current streak of 4 wins in a row. Coming behind Monomoy with a 10-win streak and a 19-2 record. Monomoy undefeated in the league, 14-0. That has nothing to do with this game. I just thought it was interesting. And it's something, you know? It's something. Team info. Let's see what they got there. Yeah, 2 balls, 1 strike, currently 1 out. You know, I'll just save that for between the innings so I have something to talk about rather than stare at my phone like your average millennial. It's me rubbing the mic. It's a little bit hot. I think it's time to bring the guns out. Roll up the old sleeves. I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt. And a walk. Puts her on base.
Now batting is designated player number 34, Megan McCann.
Designated player Megan McCann, number 34, is up next. We got a runner on first. I'm going to drink some water. And she bunts it up behind her off the backstop. That's a foul. I hope you enjoyed the sounds of me sipping on some smart water. I'm sure it sounded... sure all you ASMR fans out there got a kick out of that one. Anyway, that's 2 strikes now. 2 strikes, 1 out. 3-1 Coyle Cassidy's in the lead. Just figured I'd keep you guys updated in case you forgot. And it's a ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And a hush falls over the stands. For about 5 seconds, and then the rowdiness picks back up again. Strike 3, that's out. That's an out. It's 2 outs for Abington here in the bottom of the second.
Number 25, Victoria Becker.
Victoria Becker's up next. VB, apparently. Her friends and family call her. Fun fact, I guess. I don't know. I do not know. And that's 2 balls. 1 low. 1 just outside the strike zone, it looked like. At least for me. But then again, I'm incredibly far away from the home plate. There's a foul tip behind her. 2 balls and a strike now. Apparently, according to someone, Maggie needs energy and needs to be moving. I don't know which Maggie they're referring to, if it's someone on Abington or Double C, but yeah, Get it together, Maggie. Drink a 5-hour energy. Do something. That's another foul. 2-2 currently. Apparently Maggie's out there lethargic. Should have drank some coffee or something before going. Both me and Maggie have fallen asleep over. Not because the game's uninteresting. Just general tiredness, I guess. God, it's nice out. I feel like I say this every time I'm here, but perfect beach day. I think I just really want to go to the beach, so I'll just keep bringing it up. That's a foul tip out into the parking lot over there. And she hits one towards third base. But an error here allowed her to run the first. We got runners on first and second. That's a single for VB. Holding my mic far away. I don't know if you can hear me. Actually, I do, because I got my earbuds in, because I'm a freaking professional. It's nice that there's almost no shade in the shadow of the cross. It's for all my Sufjan fans out there. All 2 of you who are watching this. All both of yous. I feel like I didn't mention the date, which might be... Ooh, that was a beaner. Base is loaded now. Lauren taking one for the team to load up the bases for number 23. Find out her name in a second. I don't have a roster. Could just ask for a roster.
Shortstop number 23, Vicky Sapala.
Vicky Sapala. Could just ask for a roster like that one game I did. That was actually really good, because then I knew who was up when and, you know, who was doing what. But I don't have it. I don't have one there. I just rolled on in. Just rolled up with my equipment in the water. And that's a... Guess that wasn't a run. That was an out at first base, bringing us to the top of the third. Guess now's the time to pull out my fun facts. Like I said, for overall record for Abington, 18-3. That's a 85.7 win percentage. Fascinating. Their league standing is 11-1, league record. At home, they got a nice 9-1, but away they're 7-2. I don't know what neutral means. I was talking about some kind of neutral milk hotel. They're ranked number 1,695 in the nation, 31 in the state, 1 for their state division, and then it's just a bunch of ads on the website. Cool, right, guys? Baseball team. Okay.
Ladies. Hello.
Leading off for the Warriors, number 27.
And we're here at the top of the third. I was standing there navigating the website, trying to find more information. Didn't have anything. Oh my God, she launches one out to center field. Just caught by Lauren, apparently. Great hit, great catch. So that's a quick out for Abington. Well, Abington got a, you know what I mean. And little tip right there. Not tip. I don't. It didn't go far. But it crossed the foul line, so she's gonna make the trot back to home to try again. That's 1 strike, 1 out, no balls. She hit one all the way down the third baseline, almost over the fence, but not quite. So it's a foul. 2 strikes. Oh, a little some in my throat. A little itchy, scratchy. A little itchy and scratchy show in my throat, I guess. I know that's why you watch these, so you can get sweet Simpsons references while softball's going on screen. I know that's the main draw of Abington, Cam. All the Simpsons jokes. And an out at first. It's 2 outs. 2 outs for Coyle Cassidy. Or for Abington. Anyway, we're at the top of the third here. Updating anyone who might have tuned in halfway. This is Abington versus Coyle Cassidy for the quarterfinals of the MIAA South Division softball tournament being played in Abington. Not the whole tournament, this game. I don't know where the rest of the games are being played. But, currently 3-1. Coyle Cassidy's leading, but you can see that on the bottom of your screen because I'm going to put the scores there, most likely. Unless I just get bored and either not do it or do something else. All right, 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. I don't put the balls in strikes because the system can't handle updates that fast. You know, updating the statistics, the graphics on your screen. And a catch out in center field brings the top of the third to a close. Time to read off some stats about Coyle Cassidy, I guess. You know, if you want them. You don't have to listen, but might be interesting. Pull up the rankings, get unlimited access for free. What? Trying to scam me into paying for this website? Nah, that ain't happening. Anyway, Coyle Cassidy, 11-9 record overall. It's a 55% win percentage. Don't know why I said percent twice there. In the league, they're 3-2. Home 6-4, away 4-5. Neutral, Milk Hotel are 1-0. They're on a 1-loss streak, ranked 4,571st nationally. In the state, they're 119, state division number 8. So not bad for I think the 12 seed. Could just ask. Third base player right there.
The first baseman, number 24, Jordan Needle.
All right, Jordan Needle leading it off for the bottom of the third. It's a thunderous applause from the crowd. But it's like a light thunder. Anyway, one straight down the middle. That's a strike. I say thunderous, but I guess that's relative. It's not that. It's a big crowd, but can't quite generate thunderous applause as she hits one out towards center field. Scores herself, gets herself a single.
Now batting the pitcher, number 5, Corin Mahan.
Corin Mahan, number 5, the catcher for Abington. I'm just gonna take this off. I deserve the freedom to walk around. I just took my earbuds off. Going rogue. I can't hear myself. I want to walk around. I want to be able to move. And Jordan just stole second. Some quick running by Jordan lands her on second. Some might call her Sonic Fast. I don't know. No one would call her that except me because I need to think of something to say. And a catch out in center field gives us an out. But Jordan's safe at third. There's a lot going on. I don't think I got that in frame, and I apologize. But it happened too fast. There's a lot going on. One out here. Runner on third. Kenzie's up next. Yeah, I think that might have been in frame, but just on the left side. So it was intense. It was close. I don't think my framing really got how close that was. Apparently, a re-ruling gave that an out. That's 2 outs now. I don't really know where that came from. It looked safe to me. It looked safe to this commentator. But unfortunately, I'm not the one who makes the rules here. So I got no say, so it's 2 outs. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. 3-1 Coyle Cassidy. Thinking I'm sensing a little favoritism, but I'm not going to accuse these umps of anything. They seem like fine people. They haven't done anything wrong yet, as that foul tip's landed by the Snack Shack. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Pretty good game of softball today so far. It wasn't a blowout like Abington's last game. I don't know how Coyle Cassidy's last game was, so I can't comment on that. But I'm sure this is a more formidable. I don't know. I know they played Norfolk Aggie. It sounded weird when I first said it, so. I know they played Norfolk Aggie. They're 12th seed. I believe Double C over here is 5th seed. This is Abington's 4th, I think. My phone's in my pocket, so I don't really feel like taking it out to check. Now, pop fly. Not a pop fly. Pop fly implies that it's like caught, but popped one over the fence towards the Coyle Cassidy fans for a foul. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs. Currently. It's actually getting a little hot. I'm liking the sun, but. And that's 3 outs. That closes the 3rd inning for this game, for this quarterfinal game for the MIAA South Division tournament. Heading into the 4th here, can Abington prevent Coyle Cassidy from widening the lead? Can they? It's a question on everyone's mind. I can feel no one wants to say it, so I'll be the brave hero that brings it up. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. That's God's plan playing. Hope this doesn't get banished from YouTube for that. Maybe I'll just try talking over it so that it doesn't get picked up. But I say that to set up this joke. Is it God's plan for Abington to stop Coyle Cassidy from scoring more runs? You know, given how much time I had to refine that joke, that was probably the worst possible version that I could come up with. Because I thought of the joke when they started playing the song. And then I had to go through the explanation because I didn't know if you guys could hear it. This is comedy, people. This is pure comedy. And caught by the third baseman. That's a quick out. Quick out.
Designated player number 34, Sam O'Leary.
Sam O'Leary's up next. Designated player for Coyle Cassidy. I'm going to slow myself down and enunciate so that the people on TV can hear me clearly. Red leather, yellow leather. Should have done some vocal warm-ups, some theater warm-ups. It's the other one, Unique New York. It's a tough one. Anyway, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Look like another strike. No, another ball. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Currently here at the top of the 4th. 3-1 Coyle Cassidy. That's a foul ball off towards left field. That was, yeah, I kind of wish we had multiple cameras set up so that, you know, we could have one focused on the batter and one focused on where the ball is going. But, unfortunately, we do not. And it's a strikeout. 2 outs. A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure on Maggie Pabst here. Number 20 for Coyle Cassidy. I only know that because a friend of Abington Cam, Sean Riley, said it. Shout out to him doing announcements here for these past couple games at Abington. He did the baseball game, doing these softball ones. I presume we'll continue to do any of the ones here. Anyway, Maggie hits one out towards first base, and a quick top of the 4th for Abington. Quick 3 outs. It's solid plays on Abington's part. Anyway, we're about halfway through the game, so now's the time that I obligatorily plug my job. I'm here commentating and filming for Abington Cam. That's community access media. We're locally run, publicly funded. I think we're publicly funded, but I'm pretty sure we are. We don't take in money for ads or anything, but we're a locally run cable station here in Abington. We rely on tax dollars. So every time you complain about your taxes, just think that's going to funding this. But you can find us on Twitter at Abington Cam. That's Abington, the town, and then CAM. We also have a YouTube. That's also Abington Cam. We also have a website. It's abingtoncam.org. We have a Facebook. I'm sure you can guess what that is. Casey Strobel leading off for the bottom of the 4th. But yeah, we're always looking for more volunteers, more helping hands, more content. So stop on by our studio at the high school and come in, volunteer for a production. If you got an idea for a show, come on in, pitch it, try to get it produced. Ooh, Strobel hits one out towards right field. And guns for second. Slides safe. Safely slides in the second. For a double for Casey Strobel.
Right fielder number 9, Griselda Burke.
Griselda Burke's up next, right fielder number 9. Half my commentary is just going to be repeating what Sean Riley says. Sean Riley, a good friend of the station. And you could be too, if you come by and volunteer. And she bunts it for first. Casey Strobel safe at third. It's 1 out. Runner on third.
Designated player number 34, Megan McCann.
Megan McCann, number 34, is up next. Designated player. And had something to say, totally forgot what it was. But I can't just leave dead air. I gotta talk. I gotta improvise. I gotta put those. Never mind. Don't want to admit that out loud. But I did improv for a couple of weeks. But I just did, and it's on TV, so can't take that one back. Because we don't censor anything here at Abington Can. And we trust you guys to not, Oh! Play of the game, that's a foul tip into the snack shack. I think that deserves an MVP award. Personally. I couldn't do that, even if I tried. And again, I probably couldn't make half these hits if I tried. Out along first baseline. Abington scores another one. Strobel's home. She saved it first. 3-2. Coyle Cassidy still in the lead. The excitement's palpable here at the here in the Abington bleachers. People absolutely losing their minds trying to get out of this photographer's way. I apologize if I ruined a shot. Now, number 25 up next. It's a low one, it's a ball. We got a runner on first. Here, just keep you guys updated. Let you guys know. You guys deserve to know what's going on here. Out back behind Beaverbrook Elementary during the softball game on June 9th. Figured I'd date this so that people know. June 9th, 2019, not 2020, not 2018. It's 2019. Then again, half of you are probably watching this on YouTube. It's a strike. That's 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here at the bottom of the 4th, it's 3-2. Coyle Cassidy. For any of you who fell asleep before the game started and are just now waking up. Full count. No, not a full count. I lied. I apologize. 3 balls, 1 strike. I don't know where I assumed the second strike came from, but it doesn't exist. So, at least this other second strikes have existed. Not this specific one. I don't know what I'm talking about at this point. Just can't have dead air, so. Rule number 1 of television, just keep talking. Now we got a full count. So now I'm correct. 1 out. A lot of pressure for number 25 here. I missed the name, and I'm really bad with names, so I apologize. I don't know where that one just went. Foul tip. Out back behind. Backstop. A lot of bees in that sense. A lot of bees in the trap. For all you Nicki Minaj fans out there. It's like half my... And it's a walk. Runners on first and second. Lauren Keller is up next. See if she can bring these girls home. See if they can tie it up. Or for Abington, even better, take the lead here. And Lauren hits one out towards second base, and that's one out. Almost a double play. We got runners on first and third now. It's 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. A lot of pressure coming up. But I mean, we've been in, Abington's been in worse situations. Can't speak for Coyle Cassidy. Because not an expert on him. And Vicky's up next. Victoria.
Number 23,
Vicky Sepala. I knew that. I was just waiting for Sean Riley to say it. I didn't want to steal his thunder. Totally remembered her last name. And stealing home, tying up the game, 3-3. All tied up here at the bottom of the fourth. Incredible. Incredible softball being played here today. Really on both sides. But I don't know. Only one team has stolen home so far, so I think. I guess I got the memory of a goldfish. I don't remember what happened last inning. And Seppel is still up. You got a runner on third, primed and ready to go home. Let's see if Vicky can bring her there. That's a strike. That's 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Yeah, 2 outs. I had to make sure. And that's another ball. No one else to say. It's exciting. You can feel the excitement in the stands over here. And in the dugout and in, this general half of the fields. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs now. The bottom of the fourth, still 2 outs. Abington showing great endurance. And a catch by second base. Closes out the 4th inning. Abington managed to tie it up. Can they take the lead? Can Coyle Cassidy take the lead? Trying not to play favorites because this goes all over the South Shore. But I think you can tell my bias just from my job title. I'm hoping Abington wins, but I'm gonna try to remain unbiased because I know this you can see this anywhere. So yeah. And as we wait for the 5th inning to start, being treated some 7 Nation Army by the White Stripes. They released anything recently in years? I think Jack White came out with some a couple of years ago. Does Meg White still have a career? We got some Under Pressure from Queen and Bowie. Because you know who's under pressure? Abington to win, to continue the streak. And Coyle Cassidy's under pressure also to win, to continue their streak. Phone's running low on battery. Anyway, top of the 5th, it's 3-3. It's all tied up. Mina Pabst up next. I think it said Mina. I don't know. I missed it. I was too busy. Talking. Talked over my rival, Sean Riley. And there's a high one. That was a ball. Gonna let that moment land as I take a sip of water. It's the beauty of cable TV. You can just let moments land, let hilarious moments like that was a ball land as you take a sip of water. Definitely stole that joke from 30 Rock. I'm sure you can tell what shows I've been watching recently in these commentaries by what jokes I'm making, what writers I'm stealing jokes from. Anyway, she's safe at first.
Now batting number 4, center fielder Julia Bonacci.
Center fielder's up at bat now. That was a low one, that's a ball. Nah, an attempt to steal second. Foiled, but she's safe, so, you know, it wasn't fully foiled. I think we found the thickest Boston accent at this game. You can hear a dude over there throwing out one-liners in a fairly thick Boston accent. See the ball, be the ball. That was a terrible accent. And Paps just stole second. I feel weird because I'm like from the Boston area and I can't do a Boston accent convincingly. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. Here at the top of the 5th inning, 3-3. And that's foul. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here at the top of the 5th, 3-3. Here at this softball field that I forget the name of. They do have a name, these fields, but fortunately I forget them, and every time I show up, I forget to like look at it. And there's a catch at third for the first out of the 5th inning. Runner on second.
Number 10, pitcher Sarah Rebello.
Number 10, Sarah Rebello, I think, up next. I feel bad because I feel like I'm going to mispronounce basically everyone's name because I have terrible hearing because I listen to too much gangster rap music loud in my... Strike 1. Had to bail on that joke halfway through. But such is comedy. That's showbiz, baby. That's a second strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Got a little something in my eye. I think it's dust from the field. Ooh. Oh boy. There's 3 people with cameras over here. You gotta be careful where you're hitting them. So to explain what I just said, the ball came out this way. I wasn't. Strike 3, that's 2 outs now for Abington, or for Coyle Cassidy, I don't know. There's 2 outs. You go ahead and wear this like wear this XLR cord like a sleeve. That way I can just let it free fall. That joke would have been funnier if I was on camera, but I hope it got through auditorily. Like hopped up on caffeine, that's why I'm so bizarre today. To get up early and chug some coffee. Then I had another coffee with espresso. The turbo shot over at Dunkin'. It's good, but a little bit off the wall. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 5th, 3-3. Almost just backed into some stroller. That's good. No, that's fine. That's my bad. I should have been paying attention. That's what happens when you don't have your wits about you. Like me, constantly. And the play at first closes the top of the fifth. Still 3-3. Gonna unwrap this mic from my arm. And yeah, we're gonna sit here and I'm gonna vamp for a couple minutes while we wait for the next inning to start. And yeah, I got nothing to say. I don't know why. Totally lost my train of thought. Tends to happen to me. Train of thought leaves the station about once every 5 minutes. If I'm not on the train, I just freeze up. Which is probably not a good thing to have in a commentator. But, you know, such is life. Some almost on beat claps over here in the Abington section. You guys seen that terrifying sorority video? They open up the door.
Number 24, Jordan Needle.
Jordan Needle's leading off the bottom of the fifth here. You guys seen that terrifying sorority video? Where they're like doing their pledge chant or whatever, and then they open the door and there's just a mass of people. It's terrifying for some reason. So funny. It'll be my next round of commentary, just referencing internet videos. As Jordan Needle hits one out towards the shortstop, and an error lets her get a single. Jordan Needle's on first. Could have launched into a Abbott and Costello bit. Corin Mahan's up next. Can hear a fan club over here in the Abington stands. Hits one out towards left field, and it's foul. It's strike one. And a pop. It's not a pop fly. Apparently a foul. Apparently it was over the foul line. Didn't look over it over here. But then again, there's a solid, what'd you call that, 50 yards? I don't know. Between me and the first baseline, so the ump probably knows better than I do. Why don't they have a third base ump? And that's a roller as Jordan Needle steals second. We got a runner on second now. Can Corin Mahan bring home Jordan Needle? Stay tuned and find out. Although it's not like if you turn away from the game now as it's all tied up in the fifth inning. I don't know what to tell you. Safe at third. Oh, they do have a third base. Some deliberation between umps apparently going to happen. There was a force. There's an appeal going on. Third base is completely removed from the ground. It's crazy. And the call's safe. Much to the delight of fans of Abington. Runners on first and third. So Mackenzie Bailey's up next, and I feel like Bozo the Clown once again. As I mentioned, why don't they have a third base ump? It's because the other ump travels around the field. I feel like a fool. There's a metaphorical egg on my face. Sometimes I say things like that, and I wonder why Justin lets me do these, or asks me to do these, because I don't know either. I'm sure you guys at home are wondering that. Why'd they give this kid a mic? I don't know. Ask Justin Shanahan. Or don't. That's a call to action. I can't do that, apparently. FCC put the kibosh on the whole operation. No, I mean, I know we got like different rules since we're publicly funded, but I don't know about the specifics of the FCC. No, I can't say like buy something or whatever. Can't plug my book, my non-existent book. I mean, that was a good way to fill airtime, I guess. More umpire deliberation out here by third base. I'm gonna keep my shot lined up so that I don't look like a fool yet again once play resumes. I am gonna check my phone though. And play resumes. Number 3's up at bat. She hits a grounder out towards center field. Scoring another run for Abington. That's 4-3 Abington. You can hear the excitement. I'm sure you can feel it through your television. I mean, the thing is, by the time this game goes up, you'll know whether they won or not. We got runners on first and third. Casey Strobel's up at bat. Here at the bottom of the 5th, the MIAA quarterfinal game. It's had a runner steal second. Second and third. It's where our runners are placed. And Strobel hits one out towards right field where it's dropped, letting another run and another run in. 6-3 Abington. In the past 2 innings, Abington has had an incredible comeback, from being 2 runs down to 3 runs ahead. Griselda Burke is up next. Hope she can keep that momentum going forward. Apologize if I just blew your ears out. I had to be a little bit forceful. So we're gonna quiet down a little bit. You know, we're gonna take it slow, nice and easy. Gonna do some ASMR. I'm not gonna do that. That's weird. But have a little calm time, so I don't blow out your ears again with the excitement that we're feeling. Should just put the earbuds back in so I can monitor my own sound level. And third base is just stolen. For number 9, Casey Strobel stole third base for Griselda to potentially bring home. And she gets walked. 6-3 Abington still.
Number 34, designated player Megan McCann.
Megan McCann's up next. Designated player for Abington. So she went for a bunt attempt there. Unfortunately, didn't pay off. But there's always next time. You know, there's always the next opportunity. She hits one out towards the first baseline. Safe at first, and another run in for Abington as Casey Strobel crosses home plate. 7-3. Still no outs here in the bottom of the fifth. It's an exciting game all around. Victoria Becker's up next. We got runners on first and third. I'm gonna drink some water during this timeout, I guess, as the left and right fielders for Coyle Cassidy switch places. And a hush falls over the crowd. Some good water. It's warm now, but it was cold earlier, and it was much better cold, but I can't be too picky. And it's a ball as second base gets stolen. Runners on second and third. It's up to her to bring him home. She hits a grounder out towards left field. Brings another run home for Abington. That is 8-3. Can't tell if Abington's getting it together or Coyle Cassidy's falling apart, but either way, I'm happy about it. Lauren Kelleher's up next. Sorry, I've got to remain impartial. Forget that I said I'm happy about it. But I am. And second base is stolen yet again. Second base looking like music during the Napster era, constantly stolen. That's a joke maybe two people will get, and neither will find funny. Just hit a foul tip over the fence. She gets beamed, takes her base to load the bases. Still no outs here at the bottom of the fifth. 8-3 Abington. Vicky Seppala's up. Can she bring 1, 2, or 3, or 4 people home? That's what I hope to see doing these games. I just want to see one grand slam. Just one, and I can die happy. But she hits one out towards right field, and another run home for Abington. Another RBI, that's 9-3. What a comeback these past, past inning or two? Went from losing to winning. Winning by a wide margin. 6 runs up currently. And that's just in the past inning. Still no outs.
At first base, number 24, Jordan Needle.
Jordan Needle's up next. She slams one out to right field, left field, right field. As 3 runs come in for Abington. 12-3. Absolutely incredible play on Abington's part. I'm speechless. I have been left speechless by that. Corin Mahan's up next. We got a runner on second. She hits one. Fortunately, Corin's out at first. Luckily, if you can see in the left-hand corner of your screen. I was busy drinking water when that happened, so I couldn't move the camera.
Second base.
Well, I guess I could have, but I had an open water bottle in my hand, and I apologize for that. I'll tell you, though, the play was exciting. If only you guys could have seen it. If only the cameraman wasn't such an idiot. As an error out in right field. That's another run in for Abington. That's 13-3. Apparently someone lit a fire under Abington's ass. Yeah. I don't know if there's something in the drinking water in Abington. Makes them all good at softball. But can't really complain. Casey Strobel's up next. Aiming for her legs as third base gets stolen. Cassidy tips one behind her. That's foul. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 13-3. Bottom of the 5th. And little one out towards left field. Fortunately, Casey's out at first, bringing us to 2 outs. But Abington's still up by 10. As Griselda Burke is up next. And I wear this XLR like a scarf. Keep it a little bit neater. Also, I'm just trying to entertain myself in between at-bats. That was a dead ball, I guess. Dead ball. Griselda gets second chance to it's a low pitch. It's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here at the bottom of the 5th. Still, wow, this inning. Strike 3. That's out. That ends the 5th inning. Abington leads 13-3. Here at the top of the 6th. And yeah. So we listen to some Outkast, and my voice cracks. I wonder what kind of music Outkast would be making if they were still around today. Instead of Andre 3000 being a recluse and Big Boy basically dropping nothing. I'd like to see how they would have evolved. Andre was on that recent Anderson .Paak album. It was pretty good. Was on Frank Ocean and a Tribe Called Quest album as well. Albums. Good features on those. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just got a vamp. A slight breeze picking up. See if that changes the game for anyone. It might not. Back here doing my stretches. Limbering up. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. And
Batting third baseman number 33, Sarah Dwyer.
all right, number 33 is up for Coyle Cassidy. She hits a high one out towards left field. That's fair. She's running. She got a double off of that. I apologize. I don't know whether I got that on camera. I could not see. Could not see the screen one bit.
Pitcher number 31, Melissa Mullins.
And another high one was caught by number 25 for Abington. It's one out at the top of the sixth.
28, second base, McKenna Mangan.
Abington still up 13-3. Can Coyle Cassidy make a comeback in this next inning or two? 10-run comeback's pretty hard, but I mean, I've seen more bizarre things. So saw Abington score like 11 runs in an inning or something the other day against Sacred Heart. I don't know if it was 11. I forget the details. Just remember the final score was like 20-0, or 17 if you ask the MIAA. And a catch out in left field. It's 2 outs for Abington. And they have
Sam O'Leary.
Sam O'Leary, number 34, is up next, saving me from saying something stupid. She hits a foul directly towards the ground, and that's it's a strike, presumably, unless the rules of a foul change from the last time that I paid attention. Oh. And an error over at first base as I knocked the camera. Oh, that's loose. That's not good. That's I gotta fix that. Probably do that between the next 2 innings. Camera's coming a little bit loose off the tripod. Off the tripod mount. But anyway, we got runners on first and third.
Sounds like a good idea, but I'm not gonna.
Number 20's up at bat. Missed the name. I apologize. Let me readjust my shot. What's going on? Oh, umpire's over there doing something. Something or other. That was a cause for the stop and play and confused silence from both me and the crowd. Oh, right into the glove. I didn't even get a chance to react to that one. But that's 3 outs, bringing us to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back as I make sure the camera doesn't break.
Number 34, Megan McCann.
And we're back. The bottom of the 6th, Megan McCann leading off. Camera is safely on the tripod again. I mean, it's not like it was going to fall off. If you're watching this, Justin, everything was totally fine. But, yeah. Anyway, 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Well, I hope there's no outs. The inning just started, or the half of the inning. 2 strikes. Still 1 ball. Still bottom of the 6th. I don't know what to tell you. Not much changes. That was a high one. That was a ball. 2-2. So I messed around with an XLR cable. Strike 3. That was a quick out. And yeah, Ken Abington.
25, Victoria Becker.
Victoria Becker's up next, hoping to further Abington's lead. And Becker hits one, and it's caught out in left field. It's telling me it's a little overexposed.
Number 2, center field.
I don't know. Might have been a little bit too bright the whole time. I don't know. I apologize. Can't really see the screen. It's going to be my excuse for everything. That's a strike. I mean, it's not like Abington really needs a run this inning. They got a pretty safe lead going into the 7th. No balls, 2 strikes. She hits it's a foul on the left field on top of the batting cages, nets, whatever you might call them. Is your word of choice. And there's a high one. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, 13-3. Abington still in the lead. Becker slams one out towards right field, and that's a home run. She rounds the bases to thunderous applause, and her teammates greeting her at home plate. You know what that means, folks. It's 14-3 now. To you folks keeping track at home.
23, Vicky Sepala.
Vicky Sepala's up next. See if she can follow that up. That's 1 strike. She hits a grounder out to the shortstop and is out at first, closing the 6th inning. 14-3 Abington. And let's talk about whatever now, I guess. Believe they're playing Jenny, 8675309. I believe. Yep, it's definitely Jenny. 8675309. It's a classic. Bit of an odd choice, given the demographic of these softball teams. These kids even know what that number means. I don't know. Still a good song though, good choice. But I don't think anyone playing this game is in the target demographic to, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Leading off, top of the 7th, number 26, Mina Paps.
Mina Pabst up. I think I said Mina last time, like an idiot, like a fool, like Bozo the Clown.
Separately, you can't just like speak the whole speech at the same time.
Ooh, it's a tough swing. He's really going for that one. Unfortunately, it was a strike. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike, I believe. Hasn't updated. We're here at the top of the 7th at the MIAA Southern Conference quarterfinals. It's another strike. That was a foul tip out behind the backstop. Still 14-3 Abington. Just updating any of our fans who might have dozed off or who are just tuning in. At which point I just have to say, why are you just tuning in during the 7th inning? And an error by Vicky at shortstop. Let's her get a single. Let's Nina get a single. I feel weird that I'm like learning these people's names, but I'm a professional. That's what I do. And I'm not good with names in general, but you know. It's a low one. That's another ball. Or not another. That's a ball. Who came up with these names? Like ball and strike. I mean, out, I guess, kind of makes sense, but came up with ball and strike for this. I don't know. I don't know. Came up with the concept of stealing bases. Who came up with baseball? Came up with fouls. I don't know. Came up with softball. Who knows? Who knows? These are the mysteries that scientists ponder every day. As a walk fills up first and second base.
Now batting for the Warriors, pitcher number 10, Sarah Ribello.
Sarah Ribello's coming up next for the Warriors. Realized I could have been making a bunch of Warriors jokes this whole time. Could have gotten 3 bottles, clink them together, because the Warriors have come out to play. Yay. It's totally outside of this demographic. But everyone appreciates a good reference to the Warriors. It's a strike. I knew they were the Warriors because I looked it up. I was on their website. I was reading facts about them earlier, and I totally glossed over the part where it said Warriors. I could have been making jokes this whole time referencing that movie, and I didn't. Anyway, that's an out. Looked like a force play for an out, but yeah.
First baseman number 27, Sadie Fuller.
Can you dig it? Oh boy, I got a good one for the end of this game. Whether they win or lose. Sure you can imagine what kind of Warriors joke I'd come up with for the end of this. Probably have some Golden State Warriors jokes, but it's too relevant. And I stepped on my cord so I couldn't pan fast enough, but Vicky, the shortstop, caught that one. That's 2 outs here at the top of the 7th. A lot of pressure on number 33 here. It's 1 more out, and this game is over. O-V-A, over. She hits one that's a foul out along the third baseline. So I'm just going to throw in my direction. I don't know what it was. Kind of want to know, but that requires going out on the field. And I don't really feel like doing that. Oh! A foul hit over the left field fence, slammed some kid in the leg. Took it like a champ, though. He's fine, I think. As far as I can tell, there's no tears. No ambulance have been called, so I think we're good. She hits one out towards center field, loading up the bases. Loading up the bases for Coyle Cassidy.
Number 31, Alyssa Mellon.
She hits one Out towards second base. And safe, but that's a run for Coyle Cassidy. 14-4, I believe. We'll find out whether I'm right in a second as I'm waiting for the scoreboard to update. I'm just taking their time. Let's go ahead, take your time, scoreboard operators. Make me look like a fool once again. Maybe it wasn't, because I know there's some weird. It still says 14-3. So hopefully I didn't jump the gun on updating the score on your screen. Because I know there's some weird things where it's like, oh, if you score a run, but like someone gets out first, then it doesn't count or something. And that's the third out. Abington advances to the next round of the tournament. And final score, 14-3, Abington. The Warriors return home to Coney Island. Coyle Cassidy. With with nothing. Unfortunately, they played hard. The Warriors came out to play. I'm going to stop with the Warriors jokes now.
Continue on and play at Taunton High School on Tuesday night. The time is yet to be determined. They'll be playing the winner of the Monomoy-Bellingham game, which is being played at this time. Tuesday night, the Green Wave at Taunton High School.
Anyway, Tuesday night, Abington's playing at Taunton High School against the winner of, I forget, something versus Monomoy game. And so congratulations to Abington on advancing yet again through the ranks of the tournament. I've been your host, cameraman, and commentator, Chris Burgess, for Abington Cam. I'm going to go enjoy this beautiful day. You guys have a good weekend. I'm signing off. If I can find the record button.